केशव केशव शासक वन्दे पाशधरार्चित शूरवरेश केशव केशव वन्दे पाशधरार्चित शूरवरेश नारायण अमर कारण वन्दे कारण कारण पूर्ववरेण्या केशव केशव शासक वन्दे पाशधरार्चित शूरवरेश माधव माधव साधक वन्दे कारणपौधक शूध समाधे गोविन्द गोविन्द पुरन्दर वन्दे दैवतमोदन वेदित पादा केशव केशव शासक वन्दे पाशधरार्चित शूरवरेश विष्णो सृजिष्णो ग्रसिष्णो विवन्दे कृष्ण सधृष्णावधिष्णो सृदृष्णो मधुसूदन दानवसादन वन्दे दैवतमोदन वेदित पादा केशव केशव शासक वन्दे पाशधरार्चित शूरवरेश पाशधरार्चित शूरवरेश पाशधरार्चित शूरवरेश.
Thank you, children, for the heartfelt invocation. It's a moment of extreme pleasure to welcome each one of you present today. Now I invite Mr. Range Gowda to welcome the gathering and introduce our honored chief guest. Please, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Namami Devam Devim cha Bharatim Samskritam tata Samsthapakascha Samsthaya Prabhudeshan Gurun Sada. Namaste everyone. With great joy and heartfelt warmth that I welcome you all to this special gathering today. We are truly honored to have with us Mr. Inavamshi Enaganti, Director, Param Science Center, Bangalore, our esteemed chief guest, whose presence greatly enriches this occasion. Sir, we extend our deepest gratitude for taking time to be with us. Welcome you, sir. I extend my warm welcome to Mr. Ganesh, Deputy Director, Param Science Center, Bangalore. And a warm welcome to Mr. Vijay, Head of Marketing. And I extend my warm welcome to Ms. Vaishnavi, Param Science Center. My hearty welcome to our principal, respected principal, Mr. KVK Ravi, sir. I would also like to welcome our respected, dedicated Vice Principal, Ms. Madhushri, dynamic Headmistress, Boneshwari ma'am, Srilata Bhargav, in charge primary section to this occasion. I extend my hearty welcome to my beloved teachers to this special occasion. I cordially invite office staff and non-teaching fraternity to this occasion. Finally, the students, the heart and soul of the institution, I welcome each one of you to this occasion. Once again, a warm welcome to each and everyone.
Thank you, sir, for your gracious welcome address. Next, we have the privilege of hearing from Mrs. Sini Matthew, who has had the honor of interacting with Swamiji. Let's welcome her to share her experiences and insights. Please, ma'am.
Thank you, Usha. Good morning, everyone. Respected chief guest and other dignitaries on the dais, dear colleagues and students. A holy person makes you see things in and around yourself that you had not seen before. On our Founders' Day, we respectfully and fondly remember our founder president, His Holiness Vibhutesha Tirtha Swamiji, a visionary and selfless spiritual leader whose dedication to education transformed countless lives. Believing that knowledge is the path to empowerment and service to humanity, Swamiji opened many educational institutions. His life was a beacon of wisdom, compassion, and tireless service. He had a special place in his heart for children and would often spend joyful moments interacting with them, listening to them and their thoughts with genuine interest. Now I would like to take a little detour from the scripted part. When Ravi sir and Bunishri ma'am asked me to share my personal experience with Swamiji, it was like a flash flood of memories before my eyes, I could say. I was shifted back to 1999. I think none of my students were born at that time. I was very young, you should imagine. Okay? I was very young that time. I was just 25 when I entered the gates of our wonderful campus, and I was there where perpetually our Swamiji is guarding, watching all of us there now. That time I came there, it was some April 11th or 12th, year 1999. I had come to attend an interview. That was the first interview which a holy person had done for me. That was the first interview I had to face in Bangalore. I came, I was very young, very bubbly, not like now. Okay? Then what happened? I could see a person. See, when we think about Swamiji, oh, very serious, holy means, no, he won't crack any jokes. No, he was not like that. What I read out just now, he loved children, he loved to communicate with everyone. What I saw was a very simple, in the true sense, a sage, a saint, who was a treasure trove of knowledge, I should say. Not only me, different subjects interview was held that day. When I went, it was English questions and full panel, so many were there, but Swamiji was the only person who questioned all of us. You mean interaction. To my wonder, I found that he could ask in-depth question from English, from Kannada, from social, from science, from maths, from Hindi. That means he knew thorough knowledge of every subject. It was not a superficial knowledge. For whenever I teach, when I am in class, especially in grammar class, especially in tense when I teach, every day, last week when I did tense in 8th standard also, in my mind I thought about Swamiji. And that is a real tribute what any teacher can get. After so many years, every year, every time when I teach, that particular topic, I remember him. And in what I learned from him was, he interviewed me, he liked the topic tenses, that's why I remember him when I teach. For all the categories of tenses he asked. Last, it was like we will reach a dead end. I reached the most toughest part of grammar, and he smiled at me. I said, I don't know, Swamiji. That answer, I don't know. He smiled at me, reassuring smile. He told me, don't worry, this tense usually we don't use. It's only for grammar book. You don't worry about that. That moment I learned how to give reassurance for a child who tells, I don't know something. That was the greatness of Swamiji. He was very close with even staff members also. The smile he used to give to us radiated kindness in the very sense of the word. A very soft and simple person, and he used to come for rounds in short breaks. He used to come around all the corridors. He used to communicate directly with students, like not very serious topics or anything, like what did you have for breakfast? How do you find your this subject? Is it easy for you? Do you understand? Personal touch with everyone. It was for staff also, it was like that. For students, it was like that. Even for helping staff also, it was like that. And again I stress, we could feel that bond with him, because that radiance what he could transmit to all of us, I can't express. I think now you understand why I remember him almost every day. Now coming back to what I have prepared, I can remember His Holiness going round the corridors, what I told you, spending his good time with the students, and the smile on his face was charming. The asset of any successful school is its students who are happy. If students are happy, their wards, I mean parents are happy. To make those two happy, the staff should be happy. And for that, he saw to it that all of us are happy in every way. Swamiji treated every member equal importance for everyone. He used to come to the class, every subject, as he interviewed me to students also, he used to ask questions. Now years down the lane, we have shifted to CBSE. What we see is life skill. We should do all of a sudden, life skills. But Swamiji had, once when I was in, when the year I joined, here we never had SCPW teachers and drawing teachers. And we subject teachers had to handle those subjects. And luckily for me and unluckily for students, I was handling SUPW for them 1 year, and Swamiji came to class. I was with half batch of boys. Girls were in some other class. I think Vijay Lakshmi ma'am had joined by that time. Only for girls she was taking SUPW. Swamiji came for rounds. I was in that quadrangle left side first class. It was 6th A. Still I remember. I was guiding boys how to mend those button, those things. Swamiji came in all of a sudden. Okay, what are you all doing? Swamiji, we are doing this. Very good. Boys should learn little sewing and cookery also, in fact. Years back, 99, 2000. Now we are going back according to CBSE. What Swamiji could foresee so many years back, say almost 26 years back. Now CBSE is telling us, and we are following that. Today, his legacy lives on in every student, that is you and those who are not here, those who are in class. When you behave well, it's a tribute to Swamiji. His legacy lives in every student who walks through the doors of this institution that he has founded. I would like to conclude saying His Holiness Vibhudesha Tirtha Swamiji was a noble soul who walked the earth with all simplicity and humanity. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for sharing your enlightening experiences with Swamiji. Audience, get ready to fasten your seat belts, because we are about to embark on a thrilling journey into cosmos. Yes, India has been making remarkable strides in space exploration recently. Now, I'm delighted to invite Mrs. Sushma to join us for the talk on space exploration, featuring Shubhanshu Shukla. Please, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. A pleasant morning to one and all present here. Respected Principal, Vice Principal, dignitaries on the dais, teachers, and my dear students. It is a matter of great pride and joy that we are gathered here today on this auspicious occasion of Founders' Day, as we remember and celebrate the life and vision of His Holiness Sri Vibhudesha Tirtha Swamiji. A guiding light of wisdom and values, Swamiji dedicated his life to knowledge, service, and upliftment of the society through education. His legacy continues to inspire us to dream bigger, serve selflessly, and to strive for excellence. And in that same spirit of vision and greatness, today I would like to speak about another remarkable Indian who has reached for the stars. Group Captain Shubhanshu Shukla, the first Indian to live and work aboard the International Space Station and only the second Indian in space ever after Rakesh Sharma. Shubhanshu Shukla is not just an astronaut. He is a test pilot, a soldier, a dreamer, and now a space explorer. Born in Lucknow, Uttar Pradesh, he was fascinated by stars since childhood. Imagine this. While his family celebrated his sister's wedding, he quietly left to appear for the NDA entrance exam because becoming a fighter pilot was his mission. This determination led him to the Indian Air Force, where he flew some of India's most powerful aircrafts like the Sukhoi 30 MKI and the MiG-29. But his biggest journey came in June 2025, where he became a part of Axiom Mission 4, a historic international space flight. He flew aboard a SpaceX Crew Dragon spacecraft and it docked at the International Space Station on June 26, 2025. He was the first Indian to step foot on the ISS. Why is this so important? Because Shubhanshu Shukla isn't just floating around in space. He is conducting over 60 experiments in microgravity. These include Indian studies on nutrition, space farming, and human health. What he is doing up there will help India prepare for future missions like Gaganyaan, our very own human spaceflight program, and maybe even help India's future moon or Mars missions. During a live video call with our Prime Minister Narendra Modi, he said something truly beautiful. From space, you cannot see borders. India looks grand and unified. These words remind us that science can connect us beyond boundaries and that our dreams can go beyond the skies. What I find most inspiring is his humility and discipline. Despite all the fame, Shubhanshu says he is just a boy from Lucknow who refused to stop dreaming. His journey teaches us that with hard work and with courage and focus, nothing is impossible, not even touching the stars. A message to all my students is that as citizens of this great country, we are lucky to live in a time where India is reaching for the stars literally. But missions like this don't begin in rockets. They begin in your classrooms. They begin in books, in science club, and curious minds like yours. You don't need to be a genius to do great things. You need a deep curiosity, a desire to ask why and how, question everything, and the courage to try and fail and to try again. And the belief that you too can fly and build and discover and lead our country. Maybe the next Indian astronaut is sitting here in this very room today. So read about science. Read about science, watch rocket launches, explore astronomy apps, build model rockets, and ask big questions, and never be afraid to dream beyond your marks. Let me end by quoting what Shubhanshu once said. Space is not the final frontier. It is just the beginning of India's next great leap. So let us leap, let us learn, and let's lead India to the stars. Thank you and Jai Hind.
Thank you, Mr. Sushma, for an excellent talk on space exploration. We learned a lot, isn't it, children? Coming up, we have a special musical tribute to Swamiji. Please welcome Mrs. Ganashri, Mrs. Arvinda Lakshmi, and Mrs. Archana, who will perform a soulful song penned by our very own lower primary in charge, Mrs. Srilata Bhargav.
ಕದಿಯಲಾರದ ಸಂಪದವನು ಮುದವಾಗಿ ಮತಿಗೇರಿಸಲು ಶಾಲೆಗಳ ಕಟ್ಟಿಹರು ಮುಂಬರುವ ಪ್ರತಿ ಪೀಳಿಗೆಗೂ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಹರು ಪೂರ್ಣ ಪ್ರಜ್ಞಾದ ಕಲಿಕಾರ್ಥಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಜ್ಞಾನ ಪ್ರಸಾದ ನೀಡಿರುವ ಗುರುಗೆ ಎದೆಯಾಳದಿಂದ ನಾವು ನಮಿಸುವೆವು ಯತಿವರ್ಯರು ಶ್ರೀ ವಿಬುಧೇಶರು ಈ ಬಾಳಿಗೆ ಬೆಳಕಾದರು ವಿಬುಧೇಶರು ಕೈ ಎತ್ತಿ ಮುಗಿಬೇವು ನಿಮಗೆ ಕೈ ಎತ್ತಿ ಮುಗಿಬೇವು ಕೈ ಎತ್ತಿ ಮುಗಿಬೇವು ನಿಮಗೆ ಕೈ ಎತ್ತಿ ಮುಗಿಬೇವು ವಿದ್ಯೆ ಅನ್ನೋದು ವಿನಯಕ್ಕೆ ರಂಗು ತಾನೆ ಬುದ್ಧಿ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಭಾವಾಂತರಂಗಾನೆ ನಿಮ್ಮಿಂದ ತಾನೇ ಜಗಕ್ಕೆ ಮತಿ ಜ್ಞಾನಕ್ಕೆ ವಿಜ್ಞಾನದ ಆರತಿ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದರಲ್ಲೂ ನಿಮ್ಮಣತಿ ಒಲವಿಂದ ಶ್ರೀಗಳ ಪೂರ್ಣ ಪ್ರಮತಿ ನಿಮ್ಮಿಂದ ಸ್ವಾಮಿ ಅನುಗ್ರಹಿಸಿ ಮುನ್ನಡೆಸಿ ಸ್ವಾಮಿ ವೇದಾಂತ ಸಿದ್ಧಾಂತ ಇಹದಲ್ಲಿ ಪರದಲ್ಲಿ ಅಭ್ಯಾಸಿಸಿ ಯತಿವರ್ಯರು ಶ್ರೀ ವಿಬುಧೇಶರು ಈ ಬಾಳಿಗೆ ಬೆಳಕಾದರು ಶ್ರೀ ವಿಬುಧೇಶರು. ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು.
Heartfelt thanks for the beautiful tribute. Now, I again call upon Mr. Rangigowda to introduce the chief guest.
Thank you, ma'am. It's my absolute honor and privilege to introduce the day's guest, Mr. Inomshi Enaganti, Director, Param Science Center, Bangalore. He is a young philosopher, designer, scientist, passionate innovator. Being an alumni of Chennai Mathematical Institute and New York University, he combined math, AI, game theory, logic, and art into his work. He has founded ventures like Health Badge and think tank RX Covia, etc. He has been collaborated with IISc on research projects like Grama with Indian Institute of Science, and he has authored 2 books. The most recent one is The Mischief of Math. Along with these many achievements, today we have a person who is having a deep desire to explore the hidden truths of our universe, whose ambitious goal is building a science wonderland, discovering alien civilization, creating a floating city, and many more. Sir, we are fortunate to have you between us. I request you to motivate and inspire our young minds. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, sir. Learning values and principles from a young age is crucial for shaping character. Imagine a world where children learn life's most important lessons through engaging stories and timeless shlokas. Now, with great honor, I invite our today's guest to release this valuable book, Balapata Mala, written by Vidwan Vijayasimha Acharya. Please, sir. Cordially invite our guests, principal, and our heads of institution to release the magazine. Please, sir. Dear audience, get ready to explore the world of creativity and innovation. It's a pleasure to unveil the school's e-magazine Sampurna 2024-25, a testament for the creativity and talent of our students. With great fanfare, I request the day's guests to formally bring out the school's e-magazine. Please, sir. Thank you, sir, for launching our e-magazine. We appreciate your encouragement. Lights, camera, action. Audience, you might be wondering, what am I saying this? Sorry, why am I saying this? Because just like in a film, today marks the beginning of something exciting. Yes, our school is taking a leap into the world of reporting, storytelling, and student information through journalism. To begin this exciting new chapter, I feel honored to request all the dignitaries to be on the stage to launch the school newsroom, Video Waves. Please, sirs and ma'am.
As video phenomenon is officially made a transition to CBSE curriculum. This change opens up a world of opportunities for us, focusing on conceptual learning, skill development, and holistic education. Adding to this joy, we proudly introduce our newly launched Students' Newsroom, a platform by children where students can express, share, and celebrate their achievements and creativity every week. School bells ring again, and we are back to school. Vidyapunagana School reopened on 2nd of June with great enthusiasm. The campus came alive with students and staff to begin the academic year 2025-26. while a beautiful song composed by Pujama was sung by the children. Our high school students performed a skit on Say No to Plastic. They also made beautiful posters and it gave a good message about saving the environment. School elections were held in the first week of June to select the head boy and head girl. It was a day of active participation and excitement for the students as they engaged in their democratic process.
Pre-primary section celebrated Red Color Day with great joy. Children came in red clothes and brought red charts. We did coloring, singing rhymes and red theme activities. It was a happy and colorful day of learning.
To observe World Day Against Child Labour, students displayed meaningful charts. Mrs. Sushila Manjuna, social science teacher, delivered an insightful talk to raise awareness about this important issue. As part of the CBC initiative to promote healthy habits, a sugar awareness campaign was conducted. Students created informative charts about sugar content in various items and displayed them. Dia Maharashtra was class 6 explained the harmful effects of excessive sugar content, especially soft drinks and sweets. Sugar is sweet, but banana is sweet. So, reduce sugar. National Reading Day was observed on June 19th. Mrs. Lekha Satish highlighted the importance of reading in one's life. Students created bookmarks and Father Vendra of class about shares. Our vote was taken to promote and develop the habit of reading about the blooming minds. A month-long program is struck out in this society. Daily awareness program was conducted on June 5th by DBA to spread awareness about how to avoid the deadly disease. Flexibility in body, freedom in mind. The 15th year of the International Yoga Day with great enthusiasm on June 21st. The program was raised by Dr. Archana, renowned Ayurvedic doctor and yoga practitioner. Our students, parents and teachers actively participated in the yoga display. On 24th June, a team from DGP Food Safety Department had come to our school and addressed the children about the adulteration of food, how to identify adulteration of food, and also suggested to keep away from using such food to demonstrate. The school celebrated World Music Day on June 21st. The program began with a story-based presentation on the life and contributions of Purandara Dasu, brought well executed from the performance. And the event concluded with a captivating close. For the high school segment, the celebration started with an invocation song, Amba's Cover. This was followed by a light music performance by grade 8 and grade 9. A special segment for musical drama was presented aimed at showcasing the distribution of musical styles in Carnatic and Hindi songs, and a joyful Hindi national song by grade 10 students as the cheerful part of the event. The program was concluded with a soulful solo performance by Bhuvan Joshi of Kolkata. Our school has conducted a parents' orientation program at the beginning of this academic year. It serves as a bridge between the school and the present and builds a strong school partnership.
Fruit exhibition was organized with 45 varieties of fruits. Children brought fruit carvings and spoke on it. Some of my friends dressed up as fruits also. It was a wonderful day in the world of fruits.
The installation ceremony of our school was held in June with great enthusiasm and active participation from students and staff. The Impact Club was installed under the guidance of the various. The event
Wasn't it exciting, children? Yes. So, we have a wonderful platform to share students' voices and creativity. It's with great respect that I invite our chief guest to deliver their address. Your presence and words are eagerly awaited. Please, sir.
Can you all hear me? Okay, so we'll play a small game. We'll see whether the boys win or the girls win. Okay, so when I say start, one thing, okay? Every single person has to stand up and sit down. Let's see who can stand up and not when I say start, okay? We'll see who is faster, all the boys or all the girls. Fine? Huh? 3, 2, 1, start. Sit down, sit down. No, finally you have to sit down. Okay, who won? Who do you think won? Okay, okay. It's fine. So guys, so you want to know who won? Yes? Okay. So we'll see. So before we get to who won, I'm going to tell you 5 stories today. Okay? My goal is to make sure you're not bored today. Fine? So let's start with story number 1. Okay? So who was ruling India 100 years ago? British. Okay? So the British were ruling India. So they were scared of one animal in India. Can you guess what it is? No. So one reptile. Yes. So the Britishers were very scared of the king cobra. Naturally, right? In UK, in London, where the British come from, there were no king cobras. So they were very scared. So what do you think they did? So they put one reward, okay? They said, we'll give 1 gold coin for every Indian who what? Brings one snake and gives it to the British. Right? What do you think the Indians did? They got snakes and they gave it to the British. But after some time, British were surprised. There were so many snakes coming in. They didn't understand why. Very surprising, right? Then they went and found out. You know what happened? Oh yeah, you can come in. So where were we? Yeah, can you hear me? Yes. So where were we? Indians got a lot of snakes to the Britishers. Britishers were very confused. Where are so many snakes coming from? Smart Indians, you know what they did? They went and started a cobra farm. Oh. So they started growing cobras and they came and gave it to the British, right? Now what did the British do now? They stopped the reward. Obviously. If there's a cobra farm, they have to give too many gold coins, right? It is not possible, right? So they stopped the cobra farm. What do you think the Indians did in return? King cobra is what? In India, what do we call it? Naga Devata. We cannot kill it. So what did the Indians do? They left it off into the wild. They opened all the cobra farms and left the cobras in the wild. You know what happened? The cobra population tripled. Surprising, right? So we started with what? We wanted to reduce cobra population. We put one reward system. What happened finally? Cobra population tripled. So this is my first lesson to you. You might want to do something, but the result is not in our effect. Do your duty. What the result means, it might not come to you. And this is the first lesson I tell you in science. Do it. Don't expect. Fine? Can we go on to the next story? Okay. So how many of you know Mysore Sandal Soap Factory? All of you, great. So they have to make a lot of soaps, right? Guys, they have to make a lot of soaps. Yes? Huh? So how do they make soaps? They have this big factory line, right? One big conveyor system where they have machines making soap after soap after soap. Big factory, lot of machines. Finally, the soaps automatically go into boxes and they're sent to the customers. Yes? So they faced one problem. Some of the boxes didn't have soaps in them. Very big, they spent crores of rupees, built one big supply chain. But some of the boxes didn't have soaps in them. What do they have to do? They have to fix it, right? Huh? So they wanted to solve it. So they got in a lot of big scientists and they said, we have to solve it. You know what one scientist said? We'll put one X-ray machine. Okay? Whichever box is empty, we'll put one robotic arm to remove the box. Good solution? Maybe. Okay, one. Another person said, they got another engineer. They said, okay, let's find solution. He said, we'll put one weighing machine inside the conveyor belt. If the weight is below a certain limit, we'll remove it. Right? Another solution possible. So they had to do these. They had to find a solution. In the meanwhile, they had to make sure that no box is empty. Yes or no? So they kept one person to manually check each box. You understand what I mean? Each box somebody had to check. When they went back, you know what this person did? He took one fan and he kept it next to the conveyor belt. What do you think happened? Yes, all the empty boxes flew away. So you can try all big things, putting X-ray machine, putting weighing machine. Sometimes the solution is putting a simple fan. So science is like that. It is not about big scientists or big engineers or big astronauts. It's even a simple person who just wants to make life easier, who wants to enjoy, and who wants to discover new things. Right? So can we go on or board? Okay. Oh, okay. Sorry. So my third story. Okay. So how many of you have seen a bathroom? So, okay. So in a boys' bathroom, there is something called a urinal. All of you have seen it? Yes? So what you have to use? So Amsterdam airport, there was this problem. Thousands of passengers coming and using the urinal every day. Okay? There was a problem. Lot of spillage, right? When you use the urinal, people were spilling all over the place. Naturally. But it had to be cleaned. Solution. Now if they have to clean such a big airport, costs so much money. Yes or no? So then this airport manager is like, I have to solve this. How do I solve it? So he was thinking. Again, he went to people. Some people said, we'll create new shapes. We'll create small shapes like this so that no matter how you pee, it won't spill. Correct? Finally came up with one simple solution. How many of you know what a fly is? Small irritating fly, right? He took one sticker of a fly and he stuck it in every urinal. Sticker of a fly and he stuck it. What do you think happened? Everybody started aiming at the fly. No, real story. Immediately, spillage reduced by 80%. Their cleaning cost reduced by 10%. So that is what it is. Start thinking different. That is my third story. You have to start thinking different. Don't try to make things too complex. Fine, guys? Oh, okay. Next story. Fine? Very quickly. We are in the fourth story. Okay. I want to build the best car in the world. How many of you like cars? Okay, great. We want to build the best car in the world. Okay? Yeah, guys. Guys, one thing. You guys can scream. You guys are kids. But the problem is, others cannot hear me if you guys scream. Right? So, little while. Just give me little patience and then you guys can scream how much ever. Fine? So, very simple. What is the best car engine in the world? People tried. So, different solutions. Yes. Yeah. Great. So, yes. Yeah. One of you said it right. The best car engine in the world is Rolls-Royce. It is also used in a car engine. It's also used in planes. So, Rolls-Royce, best engine. Okay. What is the best car shape? Mercedes. Okay. What is the best steering system? Maybe BMW. What is the best chassis? The thing at the bottom. Bugatti. So now if I want to build the best car in the world, what will happen? If I take one Bugatti, if I take one Rolls-Royce, if I take Mercedes, if I take this and I put it all together, I'll get the only car in the world which won't even start. Right? So, science isn't about taking the best theorems, best formulas and putting it together. No, you have to understand what is happening. You have to understand the underlying beauty. Understood? Building the best car isn't taking the best. It's about putting it together
beautifully. Fine? Finally, fourth story. I'll go to my fifth story. Huh? Yes. So how many of you have heard of this person called Richard Feynman? Okay, great. A few of you. Very famous physicist, one of the best teachers, I believe, who has ever taught physics. So he used to teach everything in a funny way. Okay? One day he was going to college. He saw there was a hole in the wall. Okay? What does a normal person do when there's a hole in the compound wall, school wall? They'll go tell the watchman and say, hey, there's a hole in the wall, right? Yes or no? He didn't do that. What he did was, he entered his school. Okay, I'm saying school instead of college because school. He entered school. He went to the hole, went outside, came back, again entered the school, went outside, came back, again entered the school. First 2 times, watchman didn't realize. Third time, watchman is like, what is happening? Fourth time, watchman got confused. Fifth time, what do you think the watchman did? He followed Feynman. And then he found out, oh, there's a hole. So imagine this. Rather than going and telling somebody there's a hole, what did Feynman do? He went and used it. That is how he used to teach people. Right? So this is the fifth story. Enjoy the beauty. Have fun. Science is fun. It is not about memorizing formulas. If you're not able to enjoy it, there is no point in it. Right? So, one more story, guys? Or are we out of time? Sir, are we out of time? Or? Oh. Okay, great. So, I'm going to tell you about one story that happened in Australia. Okay? So, there is this chemical called dihydrogen monoxide. DHMO. Very dangerous. So, the Australian MP, minister, he came up and he put one petition. We should ban this. Why? In liquid state, it will even break down iron. Even iron it will corrode off. In gaseous state, you touch your body, you'll get severe burns. Every year it used to kill thousands of people. Every year. Okay? Iron gone, liquid state gone, thousands of people gone. The question was simple. Should we ban this chemical or not? DHMO. How many of you think we should ban it? How many of you think we should not ban it? Okay? So, those who said we should ban it, you know what DHMO is? Dihydrogen monoxide. H2O, water. So, what happens in liquid state? Iron will rust in water, go away. In solid state, steam, if you touch it, what will happen? It will burn you. So, should we ban water? So, the world will tell us a lot of things. This is what we call fake news. And in science or anything, there is a lot of fake news. So what is the first thing we have to do when somebody tells us something? Don't believe it. Question. If somebody says something, don't believe it. Say, is this right? Because if all of us ban water, what will happen? Exactly. Right? So finally coming to the last thing, my seventh story. I said 7, right? Seventh story. We all know the radius of the earth today. Today we know the radius of the earth, 6,400 whatever kilometers. But 3,000 years ago it was discovered. Do you know that? No telescope, no satellites, no planes. 3,000 years ago. 2 civilizations discovered it at the same time. Do you know which 2 civilizations? One was the Greek, the other one was Indian. Okay? Same time. If you go ask the Greek side, who discovered radius of the earth? They'll give one answer. One guy called Eratosthenes. Okay? Very simple. One person discovered. You go ask in the Indian side, who discovered the radius of the earth? You will not get one answer. You can go Google it also. You'll get Aryabhatta, you'll get Varahamira, you'll get Bhaskaracharya. Why? What is the difference? On one side, you have a credit-based system. One person discovers it and there's a credit. He discovered it. In the Indian side, there was an iterative knowledge. It was not sake of credit. It was one person discovered. Over the years, another person built on it. Over the years, another person built on it. And it wasn't discovered what? For the sake of discovery. It was discovered what? To do better poetry, to do better astronomy. So one side credit, one side open source. One side disciplinary, one side transdisciplinary. So, if you ask me what is the best way forward, I would say, we are Indian, right? Go the Indian way. What is that? Have fun. Make it stupid mistakes. Fail. It is fine. but do it the Indian way. Not for the credit, not for the reward, but so what? So for it will benefit society, right? So turmeric, all of you when you get hurt, your mom applies turmeric, right, to make it stop. If I go and patent turmeric, then all of you can't use turmeric at home, right? So there was one Minnesota University, 25 years ago, they tried patenting turmeric. Is that possible? So that is what, when it was discovered, what? It was the sake of humanity. So I would leave you with these 7 stories, very simple. So many learnings are there, people will tell you 100 advice. So to take all of this and digest it, I would leave it at one thing. The KISS strategy, KISS. Keep it simple and stupid. Remember that, life will be peaceful, science will be fun. Fine? Yes, I think you guys have gotten bored enough, so I'll leave you guys at it. Thank you. See you guys.
Thank you, sir, for your enthusiastic, thoughtful, and enlightening address. Your words have been truly motivating, which were through stories. Thank you again. May I now request our primary headmistress, Mrs. Bhuvaneshwari, to share a few words with us. Please, ma'am.
My pranams to Pujya Swamiji. Namaste, everybody. Last year on Founders Day, I shared my experiences with Swamiji, His Holiness, Shri Vibhudesha Tirtha Swamiji. It is just a continuation of that, could be. Swamiji, Vibhudesha Tirtha Swamiji was truly a visionary. As Sini ma'am said, what NEP speaks now regarding occasional training, our Swamiji had thought of it in 1999 itself, and that year we started occasional training. And then it made headlines in most of the newspapers. That was the first time Vidya Purna Prajna School made news in newspaper. I think since then we are in mass media. Swamiji had one thing always in mind. He would always, I think now this is an important point, please listen carefully, okay? Swamiji would always say, Sadashiv Nagar is my school. Every time, Sadashiv Nagar is my school, Sadashiv Nagar is my school. Then our former management, Colonel Sir, I think most of you have seen him, most of you have interacted with him. He once asked, Swamiji, if Sadashiv Nagar is your school, then what about other schools that you have constituted? Do you think Swamiji has replied back? No. He just smiled at him. But Colonel Sir took the same incidents here in our staff meeting, and he said, please work hard. He requested all of us, please work hard so that Swamiji may say, even Vidya is my school. And he motivated us to give our best. And now you can see where Vidya stands. Thanks to then management and thanks to the present management, who is continuously helping us in bringing out our ideas. And one such idea is today's newsletter. I think all of us enjoyed that, right? It is a kind of motivation for you to give your best now, to take part in all the activities that are conducted in the school. You have seen, many of you were seen in the videos or in pictures, right? So now we expect you to participate more so that Vidya Waves, that name given to this chronicle, spreads everywhere, right? Swamiji was a saint with a difference. Cladded in 2 saffron clothes, he realized that country can be nation can be empowered only through education. So, he sacrificed Paryaya Pita for the sake of education field. ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಸೇವೆಯನ್ನು ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಪೂಜೆಯನ್ನು ವಿಶ್ವಪ್ರಿಯ ತೀರ್ಥ ಸ್ವಾಮೀಜಿಯವರಿಗೆ ಬಿಟ್ಟುಕೊಟ್ರು. ದಟ್ಸ್ ದ ಗ್ರೇಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಯಾಕ್ರಿಫೈಸ್ ಒನ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಡೂ, ರೈಟ್? ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ಹಿ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಡ್ರೀಮ್ಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಹಿಸ್ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ಸ್, now it is our responsibility to take it further. Now for few of us like me, there is a proverb in Kannada, naadu hogu annatte kaadu ba annatte. That means some of us are at the retiring stage, so now the baton should be taken over by the youngsters. So youngsters, please take the flag of Vidya Purna Prajna School higher and higher, so that our Swamiji's dream come true. Hope everybody will work for it. Lastly, I just want to put a word from my side. This is my 32nd year in this Vidya Purna Prajna School. I had the blessings, divine blessings of all the three Swamijis of Sri Udupi Adumar Mutt Education Council. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for your thoughtful and encouraging address. I now welcome our academic dean, Purna Prajna PU Colleges, Mr. Praveen, for the special occasion. Welcome you, sir. Feeling gratitude and expressing it is a sign of maturity and wisdom. Now I request Mrs. Deepa Varagiri to propose vote of thanks to the gathering. Please, ma'am.
Gratitude is not only the greatest of virtues, but the parent of all others. I feel honored and privileged to get an opportunity to propose vote of thanks. I, on behalf of school, offer my pranams to our founder president, His Holiness Sri Vibhudesa Tirtha Swamiji, and acknowledge the contribution of his great vision and mission to create a holistic environment where every child's aspiration of having accessibility to high quality educations, with his blessing and grace, we are able to make this event success. I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to our guest, Director of Param Science Center, Mr. Inavamsi Enaganti, and his team for accepting our invitation and being here with us today. Thank you, sir. I request the chief guest to accept the token of gratitude, our beloved principal. In their absence, I immensely thank our secretary, Mr. Shabraya sir, and joint secretary, Mr. Krishna sir, for their support and cooperations to organize this function. Thank you, sir. I sincerely thank Mr. Praveen, our academic dean, Purna Prajna PU Colleges, for honoring us with their presence today. Thank you, sir. My sincere thanks to the head of institutions, Principal Mr. KVK Ravi sir, Vice Principal Mrs. Madhushri ma'am, Headmistress Mrs. Bhuneshwari, Lower Primary In Charge Mrs. Srilata Bhargav, for their continuous guidance, support and standing as a pillar of strength. Thank you all. I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to our teaching, non-teaching and supporting staff for their valuable support and dedication behind the scenes. I also thank our dear children for their participation and bright smiles that make every woman's success so special. Thank you one and all.
Thank you, Mrs. Deepa, for the kind vote of thanks. It's indeed a momentous day. Thank you for making this celebration meaningful and memorable. Let us carry the spirit of our founder in all that we do, with commitment, courage, and a deep sense of purpose. Wishing you all continued growth success and inspiration. Thank you and have a wonderful day ahead. Thank you all. So there's an announcement. All classes are kindly requested to take a 10-minute break and rejoin for the next session. Thank you. But I can expect some funny answers from you. Will you try it? Okay. It may sound silly. Okay. But these are all funny questions what I'm asking you right now. How does a scientist freshen their breath? How does a scientist, yes? Experiment. Is it experiment or experiment? What is that mint? Mint is used to freshen our mouth, right? No? Yes. One more. Shall I? Do magnets eat iron? Do magnets eat iron? No. They just pull it closer as their close friends. Yes? Yes. One more last question. Why did the magnet go to school? Yes? What do you get in school? Iron. Yes. Right answer told. Who told that? Beautiful. Give me a very big hand, children. Magnet goes to attract some knowledge, isn't it? What is a magnet's nature? To attract something. When it goes to school, obviously it attracts knowledge. Very good. So weren't these questions funny? Yes. So children, we often think science is a serious and mysterious subject. But that's not always true. Science can be fun, exciting, and full of surprises too. So today, we have with us Mr. Inavamsi Enaganti and team from Param Foundation to amaze you all with an exciting and fun-filled science show. In this regard, I welcome you and the whole team, sir, to the session. Sir, the stage is all yours. Thank you.
Hello. Am I audible? Am I audible now? What if I do this? Am I audible now? I'm still audible. Okay. That's cool. We have done the mic check. Which school is this, by the way? Okay. So y'all are in Vidya Purna Pragna school. Y'all, what did you all study today? Anything fun happened today? What happened? I'm hearing a lot of answers. Okay, so in this full cacophony, we'll not be able to hear each other, so we'll do one thing. We'll split this space into 4 groups, okay? What we'll do, the first half of the boys will be C.V. Raman group, okay? First half, raise your hands. First half. Okay, you guys are the C.V. Raman group. Now, second half, raise your hands. You guys are the Brahma Gupta group. Okay, so I'll call upon you guys for some interactions and I'll call the group. From the group you can answer. And over here, first half of the girls, raise your hands. So you guys will be Bhaskaracharya group. Okay, second half, you'll all be the Aryabhatta group. Everyone is clear? C.V. Raman, give us a cheer. Astena. Okay. Bhaskaracharya group. Brahmagupta group. Okay, finally Aryabhatta group. Okay, that's nice. That's very nice. All of you are active, you all are paying attention to me. Okay. So, now we all made noise, right? I wanted all of you to make noise But when I want some silence, I will do this. Okay, a closed fist. Everyone is clear? So when I do the closed fist, we'll go a little silent so we can pay attention to what's happening. Cool? Thumbs up? All right. So now, are you all ready? We are going to do a magic show.
You have to give them constant instructions to not shout because there's a neighboring complaint that they might get. So tell them to control their excitement. Keep telling them.
So did you guys hear me? We're doing a magic show. Are you guys excited for magic? But what do you guys think is actually happening? Is this a magic show? No. Science show. Okay. Do you think there is a difference? Is there a difference between science and magic? Yeah. Okay. I hear some yeses. I haven't heard anyone say no. But at the end of this show, I want you guys to tell me if there is a difference or if there is not a difference. Okay? Is everyone ready? We'll start. Now. Okay. So what I have here is water. This is a beaker of water. This is a regular cup. Okay. But there is a secret behind this cup. I've done some magic. What I've done is, I've breathed a little bit of life into it. So this cup has a bit of a personality. People have personalities. Do you think a cup can have a personality? No. But I've breathed life into it. I've given it some personality. This cup, it's been out here. Okay, it's been out. It's been waiting for a long time. So now it's gotten thirsty. It's gotten tired. So because it's tired and thirsty, if I pour water into the cup, it's going to drink the water. Yeah. If I pour water into the cup, it will drink the water. Who here believes it can drink the water? Raise your hands. Very few of you. Maybe half. Do you guys want to check? We'll try. So we'll pour some water into it. I've poured some water into it. I think it's slowly drinking all the water. Do you guys think it can drink all the water? Yeah. Once again, I'm going to ask you guys. How many of you think yes? Everyone now. How many of you say no then? Okay, we'll check. We'll see if the cup has drank water. I'm pouring. Nothing is coming out. See? It had just one drop came out after pouring. It was that thirsty. Let's see how thirsty it is. We'll give it a little bit more water. How much water can this cup really drink? I've poured a little bit more water. Do you think it can drink this also? Yeah. No. We'll try again. It drank all the water. So now we saw a cup drink the water. Do you guys want to see what is actually happening? So I'm going to now reveal the trick behind the magic, okay? Like with any magic, there's always a little trick. So this cup, can you all see there is a little bit of a white powder there? Yeah. So this powder is called sodium polyacrylate. So I'm going to add a little bit of water. Okay, I've added water. I'm going to keep it here. We're going to give it some time to drink all the water. So this sodium polyacrylate, what it does is it's a branched network at a molecular level. You guys know molecular level? Once you start zooming in into the object, at a molecular level, it's very branched. It's very networked. So when you give it water, it'll start hugging all the water. So once it hugs all the water, see, it slowly starts to become a gel-like substance. Can you see it's becoming a gel? It doesn't flow like water anymore. So when I pour it, not much comes out. Now see, it's gotten solidified in that turned stage. It's not even going to come down. Yeah, simple as that. This was sodium polyacrylate. Now do you guys think Okay. Cool, cool. So I think we saw a little bit of magic and we saw a little bit of science. Now, over here, we have another thing. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to reenact something that happened, okay? I'm going to tell you a story. Something happened. So there is something called an alchemist's lab. Okay, this alchemist, he had set up a lab. Can everybody hear me? I see there's a lot of cross talk. Can everyone hear me? Thumbs up? Okay, so we'll all stay silent so everyone can hear. So this alchemist lab, there was a myth over there. Apparently, if you went to this alchemist, he can do magic. What he can do is, he can produce any liquid that you want. Okay, now I am not an alchemist. I am just going to tell you the story of what happened at this alchemist's lab. So now in this story, there was a young boy. His name was Ramu. Okay, this Ramu, he heard about this alchemist lab. What he said, I want to go and I want to make a lot of different juices. Okay, so I see there's some distraction. Everyone is being distracted here. Something's happening. Who is this? Who? So this is my colleague, Tarun. We'll say, hi, Tarun. And I have another colleague, Rohan. We'll say, hi, Rohan. Okay, now that we've said hi to them, let's get back to our story. In this alchemist lab, Ramu went up to this alchemist. He said, Alchemist, I heard you can turn water into anything that I want. The alchemist is like, yeah, Ramu, I can do it. What do you want? So he gave him this one water bottle and he said, Alchemist, can you turn this water bottle and this water into pomegranate juice? Do you guys think it's possible? Can we turn water into pomegranate juice? No. Do you guys want to test? We'll try. What's happening? Okay, so now this alchemist, he made pomegranate juice and he gave it to Ramu. Okay, so now Ramu drinks a little bit of the pomegranate juice. He doesn't drink it fully. Okay, he drinks very little. Now Ramu, he wants to challenge the alchemist. He doesn't want just one thing. He wants many things. So what he says, Alchemist, can you change the pomegranate juice back into water? Now the alchemist is like, oh, this boy wants to challenge me, huh? Okay, Ramu, give me the pomegranate juice. I will turn it back into water. And he turned it back into water. Okay, are you guys? So there's still a bit more left. What he does, Ramu says he wants to challenge the alchemist more. And he says, can you turn this water into lemon soda for me? Do you guys like lemon soda? Yeah. So he takes this water, he pours it into another glass, and he makes lemon soda. Can you see the fizz, the bubbles? He turns the water into lemon soda. Okay. So now Ramu drinks the lemon soda also. Yummy, yummy, he'll drink the lemon soda. Now he's like, he wants to challenge him a little bit more. He's like, final test for you, alchemist. Can you turn this lemon soda into milk for me? Okay. And he pours it into another glass. And they make milk. Okay. So now Ramu drinks the milk also. He drinks the milk. Now what has Ramu done? He had water. Then he had pomegranate juice. After that he had regular water again. Then he drank lemon soda. Then he drank milk. After drinking all of this, his stomach has gotten upset. Okay, and the stomach is going grrr, grrr, and his stomach is fully upset. He goes to the alchemist. He's like, Alchemist, I've tested you fully, but now my stomach is upset. Can you help me? So what the alchemist says is, don't worry. If you go to the pharmacy, if you go to the doctor, you will get something called Gelusil. Okay, this will make your stomach upset. It will make it go away. This Gelusil, it's a pink liquid. Has anyone seen it? Have your parents given you Gelusil when you have a stomach upset? So now the alchemist says, don't worry. I can only make that Gelusil. He takes the milk, pours it into another glass, and he makes Gelusil. So he makes Gelusil also. Is this what it looks like? Have you all seen? Now Ramu drinks the Gelusil. His stomach upset is gone and he happily goes home. Okay, so now we saw two different things. We saw some crazy things happening. Do you think, did it seem like magic? Yeah. So was I right in saying this is a magic show? No. So what is the difference between science and magic? Sorry? Move the table? Okay, so give us 2 minutes. We'll move the table front so you can see it better. Yeah. So can we have a little bit of silence now? I know there was a bit of a distraction.
And while you're doing it, just walk around things so that
Yeah. Okay. Am I audible? There's a little bit of feedback. Okay. Is this better? I'm visible. I'm audible. We'll resume. There was a bit of a distraction, but we'll resume. What I was asking is there a difference between science and magic? Yeah. Acharya group or Brahmagupta group? Bhaskaracharya group. So we'll hear from the Bhaskaracharya group. What is the difference? Tell loudly. You can't see. Oh, okay. So now you'll be able to see what we do. Okay. We've brought it closer and I'll move around so you can see what's happening. But what is the difference between science and magic? Yes. Okay. So magic is based on tricks, science is based on theories. That's a nice answer. You know what I think? It's magic if you don't know how it's done. It's science if you know how it's done. So all you need for science is to ask, what is happening? How is it happening? Why is it happening? Curiosity, nice, that's it. So now we saw some magic. I want to do some straightforward science, okay? I have some curious things here. But for this, we're going to have to make sure safety. So I'm going to wear my gloves. Now, how many of you know sugar is bad? Is sugar bad? Yeah. Why is it bad for us? Okay, too many answers. So let's hear from Brahmagupta group. The second half. Anyone can raise your hand and tell me why sugar is bad. Go ahead. Yeah, they can come to the front. Okay, go ahead. Okay, it goes. Okay, so it goes into your digestive system directly. Okay, that's nice. Now, what about juice? I want an answer from Aryabhatta group. Anyone can raise your hand. Is juice bad for you? Okay, we have someone raising their hand. Can we get the mic there? You can get the mic. Okay, but does juice have sugar in it?
Yeah, natural sugar.
Natural sugar. Okay, what about this juice?
It has added sugar.
Added sugars. Okay, that's nice. Now, I have one more question from this group. One of you can answer. Which is worse? Direct sugar, just plain sugar, or this juice? So can we get the mic here? To one of them? Here, yeah. Go ahead. Juice is worse. Does everyone agree? How many say no? Okay, so I'm hearing a few no's. The rest of you are saying yes, juice is worse. So today we're going to find out. Okay, what I have here is concentrated sulfuric acid. So sulfuric acid is very strong and it starts breaking down whatever you put. In our stomach also we have a similar acid. It's hydrochloric acid, but it's a little bit more diluted. I have concentrated here so we can see the reaction faster. So whatever you see happening here is the same thing that happens in your stomach also, but maybe a little slower. That's it. That's the difference. Ashte. Okay. So do you want to see what happens? I have sugar here. And in an empty test tube, I'm going to put juice. Okay. So I'm going to open this juice. And I'm going to pour a little bit of it into the test tube. So we have sugar and we have the juice. So I'm going to bring it a little closer so you can see there's a little bit of sugar here. Yeah? So we'll add acid to this. Are you guys ready? What do you think is going to happen? Sugar will melt. Okay. Now I'm going to add acid to it. So you can see I've added some acid. The white sugar is slowly turning yellow. Yellow ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ? Yellow? Now I'm going to bring it here. Is this yellow sugar slowly turning golden? Yeah. So now I'm going to put this sugar down. It's slowly going to start turning brown, and from brown it is going to turn black. Okay, you can watch it. So that's how it breaks down. I'm going to do the same thing with the juice. There's a lot of feedback. Okay. Are you guys ready? I'm going to bring it closer so you can see. The juice turned black. Yeah. Juice has turned black. Now it looks from Fanta, it's become Coca-Cola. Okay. Now I'm going to pick up the sugar. See, it's turning brown slowly. It's still not turned black. We'll have to add a little bit more acid. And then it will slowly turn. It's going to take time. So now, how many of you thought, no, sugar is not as bad, juice is not as bad as sugar? What do you guys think now? Is sugar worse or is the juice worse? Juice. So are you guys curious about what is happening? Why it's happening? So sugar, juice, all of these are organic compounds. These organic compounds have carbon in them. Have any of you learned about what most organic compounds are made of? Carbon. Have you learned it chemistry class al kaltidira? Not yet. Some of you have learned, some of you have not. You'll learn it soon. Class ali you'll learn that most organic compounds have carbon in them. So carbon, when it starts breaking down, sugar ali, it has carbon, it has hydrogen, and it has oxygen, sugar. So this will start breaking down, and once the carbon separates, it will become black, like that. So that's what we saw. Nam hottellunu ivaga, in our stomach, whatever when we eat, it starts breaking down, and the carbon, once it breaks down, it's going to turn like this, which is fine. But the key difference here, and the important point to remember is, with sugar, it took this much time. Sugar itself is bad for us. We all agree. We have all learnt it. Too much sugar is bad for us. So when you eat sugar, it's going to spike in your blood. It's going to enter your bloodstream, and it's going to increase the glucose level. Okay? So, but that's happening this slowly. But when you take juice, it will immediately spike your blood glucose. So the glycemic index, which is what measures your blood glucose, that will immediately spike. So adike juice kodadaga, blood glucose will immediately spike, and that is bad for us, these spikes. So now we all agree, juice is worse. Now ivaga nangu juice ishta ide aita, naan juice kudibedi anta heltilla, but neev nodidira iga sugarge juice ge vyathyasa, juice ಎಷ್ಟು bad ನಮಗೆ ಅಂತ ಎಲ್ಲ ನೋಡಿದೀರಾ. So all I'm saying is, next time you have to drink juice, think about it. ಎಷ್ಟು ಕುಡಿಬೇಕು, ಕುಡಿಬೇಕಾ ಇಲ್ವಾ, ಸೊ ಅಂತ ಒಂದ್ಸತಿ ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಕುಡೀರಿ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. Little bit of gyan, okay? Cool. So now we're done with our chemistry things. We will do liquid nitrogen show now. We're going to do some fun stuff. How many of you know what liquid nitrogen is? I see a lot of hands raised. Okay, we'll start with CV Raman group. CV Raman group in the Obreli. Someone, yeah, go ahead. Stand up. What is liquid nitrogen? Gota, or one of your friends can tell me. Liquid nitrogen, you know. Go ahead. Do you want a mic? Do we have a floating mic? Yes. Thank you.
Which solidifies and makes the things very hard.
That's a good answer.
Sir, it is very cold inside the sir.
Very nice. So he's given us some observations. He's given us some observations. When you have liquid nitrogen, it will be very cold. Have the others seen liquid nitrogen? How many of you have seen liquid nitrogen before? Okay. So for the others who haven't, today you will. Ivat Nodtira, how liquid nitrogen is, how it works. And what he said is it's very cold inside. That's correct. And he said it makes things hard. That's an interesting point. We will see what it does. So now liquid nitrogen, let me give you some little facts. Do you guys like science facts? Do you like flexing them? You want to go tell people some science facts? Make them feel like, oh wow, howda. So we'll hear some facts like that. So now, ice, what temperature is it at normally? 0 degrees centigrade. Water is normal room temperature, Ashok. 25 degrees up to 30 degrees centigrade. What if I told you liquid nitrogen is in minus, but not just a little bit, it's in minus 198. Almost minus 200 degrees centigrade. It is very cold, which is why it's a little dangerous, and you need to take some safety precautions, which is why I have a glove. Okay? Now let's pour some liquid nitrogen into our box over here. You can see the smoke. What is this? Nitrogen. So the liquid nitrogen is evaporating into gas. Now, what will happen if I put my finger in there? It will freeze. I shouldn't do it. Okay. Now, instead of that, what if I put it into this cooker? Cooker will freeze. You've all seen cookers before. Maneli Lidya, what does Amma do with the cooker? Rice. Amma makes rice. And when cooker is closed, and the rice is ready, what happens? The whistle will start making noise. Why does that happen? Okay. So now we'll get an answer from Aryabhatta group. What happens? You can just shout out. Why does the whistle make noise? Go ahead, shout it. That's okay, Jora Kirchi, that's fine. We're not. Okay. That's okay. Pressure, okay, that's a good answer. Because of pressure. Why is there pressure? Because we're heating it and all the water that is there is evaporating, turning into gas, and it's creating pressure. Because there's a lot of heat. Alva, what will happen if I cool it down? Will the whistle still make noise if it's cold? We know that when it heats up, the whistle will make noise. But will it still make noise if it's cold?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Do you guys want to see? We didn't even have to wait. So like like you all said, there is a lot of pressure in there because the liquid nitrogen is turning into gas. It's still freezing. See? Okay. Nice. So we saw this. What else can we do with pressure? Now let's have some fun. Okay. Are you guys ready? What else can we do with pressure? How can we have fun with pressure? Maybe not too much. So into this, I've added some liquid nitrogen and I'm going to cap it with this rubber cork. What do you think will happen? You want to expand? Yeah? Are you sure? Why will it explode? It's not exploding. It will build up slowly. And the air is trapped in there. But it's not exploding, see? It's not exploding. It absorbed. Okay, so now I want you guys to put on your scientist caps. Why didn't it explode? Why didn't it come out? Okay? You can take it.
Heating in the part of freezing.
As in? So because it'll explode if it heats up, not if it cools down, is it? Okay, that's good thinking. That's a good line of thinking, but for it to explode, what you need is pressure. So now we know even with this cold liquid nitrogen, it slowly starts expanding and it is creating pressure. So why didn't it explode? So I'm gonna answer it, okay? I tricked you guys. I expected all of you to say yes, so I added it a little bit and I put it back in. So there was a trick. So if you actually have liquid nitrogen in there, see, it's going to start expanding, and I can't even close the thing now. That's fine. So, what I wanted to convey through this is sometimes science is not about having all the answers. Answers now even Google can give us, ChatGPT can give us. So what do we need to be scientists? You guys already gave me the answer. Curiosity. Just have to ask and observe. What is happening? Why is it happening? And sometimes, even if you think something is happening, something different is happening. We expected it to pop out. Something different is happening. You can start thinking it should happen. Why didn't it happen? Maybe they put it back. Maybe there was little bit. All questions are okay. There are no wrong questions. Curiosity is more important than being correct. Okay, na? Can you guys repeat after me? Curiosity is more important than being correct. You'll repeat. If you can follow this mantra, any of you can become scientists. Okay, na? Ashte, it's as simple as that. You just need to be curious. Okay. Now let's move on to the next one. My friends are going to bring something. The cooker is frozen now. Yeah. So now into this, I'm going to add a bit of liquid nitrogen. And I'm going to close it. So you can see something. What's happening? All the gas is coming out. And can you see it's starting to cool down? So now in the cooker, everyone said the cooker is freezing, right? What is this? Okay. I heard ice. So now from Bhaskaracharya group, what is this? Ice. What is ice made of? Okay, I'm hearing too many from there. Tell it loudly. What is it? So ice is made of water. Does everyone agree? Ice is made of water. Now, the same thing is happening here. So this is also freezing, and there's something dripping down. Can you see there's something dripping down? Everyone agrees that it's water. Kanastidya, Ilinda, there is something dripping down. Water, everyone agrees. Shall we test it? What is this? Agarbatti. Everyone has seen an agarbatti. What will happen if I keep the agarbatti and let water fall on it? Off agitalva. Then? React, okay. Agarbatti, if there is some fire and we put water, the fire should water. Put the agarbatti. It's lighting up. It's not water. Neevu nodtira. See, there's something dripping down, but when I keep the agarbatti there, it catches fire. Okay, so I'm hearing a lot of answers. So now, let us all think. So now we saw, so now as soon as you saw it, you said it is not water. That is good thinking. If it is not water, what can it be? From there, Bhaskaracharya group. Yes. Okay, I heard oxygen. That's a good answer. But has anyone seen liquid oxygen? Why is there oxygen over here? Okay, so I'll only tell you the answer. Okay, it's very simple. Liquid nitrogen turns from gas into liquid at minus 190 degrees centigrade. That's that cold. No, oxygen turns from gas into liquid much before that. So all the oxygen in the air is condensing over here. So it starts condensing, and the ice, the water that is condensed, is stuck to this. So this is still water. But what is dripping down is oxygen. Yes, and because oxygen promotes fire, our agarbatti lit up. So now we're going to do a last fun thing. We'll put this aside. So now my friends are going to bring some balloons, okay? Yeah, you can take that. So now my friends are going to bring some balloons. Do you think a balloon can fit inside this thermocol box? We'll see. So my friend Rohan is bringing 2 balloons. Now I'm going to start putting them in, okay? It's not fitting only. So now I put 1 balloon inside. It is fit inside nicely. Do you think I can put a second balloon inside? Yeah. We'll put it in. Putting a second balloon inside. Even the second balloon is going in. There's not that much space. How is it going in? We'll try more. Do you guys want to try more balloons? Okay, let's get more balloons. We've gotten 1 more balloon. Balloon is melting. How many balloons do you think we can fit inside? 100. 10. 5. Okay. We will find out. Okay. So now can anyone tell me what is happening to the balloon? We will take an answer from here. A mic here. Yes. What's happening?
You hold it closer. Okay, the balloon is melting. That's a good thought. If it melts, it will start shrinking. Okay, it will start melting. Okay, so melting means it is fully becoming like a liquid, right? The solid is becoming a liquid.
Is that what's happening? What else is happening? Few more balloons. The balloon is breaking. Okay, that's a good thought. So we'll come back to that. Someone thinks the balloon is breaking. Anyone else? Anyone? Any other answers? There, yeah. There. You can hold it closer. Okay, the air inside the balloon is condensing or it's shrinking. So now we've gotten a lot of responses. Do you guys want to see what's actually happening? Okay. Sorry? Yes, so now they've all stuck together. See, this is one of the balloons. They've all stuck to each other. Oh, okay. What? This is one balloon. I'm going to put them down. We put one balloon there. I'm going to put one balloon here. See, it's become flat, like a papad. Appla tara flat agbittide. Oh, okay. No, right. I'll hold it up. See. Slowly coming back to normal. So what was happening? All the air inside the balloon, because it's so cold. It was so cold, right? Okay, let's take some silence. We'll all take a little silence. Okay, what is this? All the air inside the balloon started shrinking and it became flat, like an appla. I'm going to show you one appla now. I put it inside and it starts becoming flat. And as I wave it around in the air, it comes back to normal. As simple as that. So that was all the science and magic that you guys saw today. Was it exciting? Yeah? So what is one thing that you'll take away from here? Something that you guys learned. So I want one from each group. We'll start there. Aryavata group. Can we get the mic there? What is something you learned today? Yes, go ahead. What did you learn today? That's a great question. So the balloon, when we put it inside, it became flat because all the air started compressing because of the cold liquid nitrogen. It became flat. But when we bring it out back into normal atmosphere, is this cold? It's not cold, it's normal. So it starts coming back into room temperature. So as it comes back into room temperature, it starts expanding again. I can't hear you. How did it? Oh, okay. So how did the balloon get air back? So the confusion there is, the air never went out of the balloon. The air was still inside the balloon, but it shrinked. It started shrinking and it became flat. So all that air was compressed. From gas, it started shrinking. Some of it became liquid. Some of it just got very condensed. That's it. So all the air was still inside the balloon itself. And when we brought it outside, it started expanding again. Yes, we have a question? Okay, we'll get the mic here. Okay, do you want gloves? Okay. Nitrogen is very? Yes. Okay. So the question that's being asked is, how can we store nitrogen in this can, because it has a lot of pressure. So this can is specially made. So it has a lot of layers and it keeps the inside cold. So as long as the nitrogen stays cold, it will not expand. So as long as it stays in that temperature, it will stay as a liquid, which is how we can transport it and move it around. Once I open this, it will slowly start getting warm and it will start expanding. So that's why they have all of these safety regulators as well. In case it expands a little bit, some of the nitrogen can leak out. So they have a safety regulator. But the rest of this is basically a thermos. Have you used a thermos flask at home? It keeps the hot water hot and the cold water cold. The same concept, but scaled up. Yes. The LPG in your house is also the same concept. They have a well-designed system that keeps all the gas. So when you cook, right, the gas gives fire. So that gas is stored as a liquid in the cylinder. So it's the same concept. Really cool techniques. That's it. Okay. So we'll have one more question or one more takeaway from this group. CV Raman group. Okay. Anyone here? Yeah. I think someone here from the, okay. This. So this is a thermocol box. Thermocol, if you've seen, it has gaps. So air is one of the best insulators. So when you have one layer, you have a little bit of air and you have a second layer. That's a good way to make insulation. Now imagine in this thermocol box, you have multiple layers of air also. So it acts as an insulator. So the heat doesn't come to the outside. That's it. Very simple. Okay, so I know a lot of you have questions. What we'll do is Tarun, Rohan, Rohan, Tarun and I will stay back and you can ask us some questions. What I want to end with, we already did this. What we realized is sometimes knowing the answers is not helpful because we already have resources for that. We have books, we have Google, we have GPT. Knowing the answer is okay, but what is more important? So one last time we'll shout curiosity, then correctness. Everyone together, all 4 groups. 2. Okay, that was half and half. We'll try again. Curiosity is more important than being correct. Okay? Curiosity is more important than being one last time. Everyone together. Okay, fantastic. So we have a last treat for you, but I'm only going to do this if you can all promise me one thing. Okay, you guys don't get up from your space. I will only come close to you. Okay, and I will do whatever I'm doing. I will come to you and I will do. Okay, don't move from your space. That is the only rule. Everyone will follow? Yes? Okay, my friend will now get some hot water. What I'm going to do, no, I'll do it here. Chalti. Okay. Yeah. Go ahead. You can put it in. Liquid nitrogen. What I'm going to do to this is I'm going to add some hot water. What do you think will happen? We'll see. Are you guys ready? Okay. You can stay in your place. You can stay in your space. You can stay in your space. You can stay in your space. Okay. Okay. Okay, okay. Can I have silence, guys? Oh, am I audible? Okay, okay. Guys, can we have silence? I have one last parting thoughts. Anybody? Okay. So we all saw some science today. We saw some magic. Did you guys like? Did you guys like magic? Yeah. I don't hear you guys. Kelastilla. Yes. Okay. So I had a lot of fun. Nim jote interact ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು. My name is Pranav, and I had a lot of fun with all of you. We are from Param. So how many of you know about Param? The last session someone came, they spoke about it. They told us. Okay. Okay. So I'll tell you a little bit, Aita. So Param, can we have silence, guys? Okay. Thank you all for the silence. So Param is a science experience center. So what does Param do? Whatever you saw here today, a lot of cool science stuff, a lot of cool things to learn, and to explore, to be curious, we do these kinds of things. So we have a gallery. So it's an entire space where you can go and you can interact with science. So we make galleries, we do shows, we do events. So you guys can come, check us out. You can come with your school, you can come with your parents. You can check us out. We are called Param. If anyone is interested to see more, so if anyone's interested to see more cool science stuff, you can come visit us. We are called Param. We have one center in Jayanagar. Do you guys know Jayanagar? So in Jayanagar, we have one center. And we have another big center coming up on Magdi Road. So that you'll be able to see in another year or so. And we have another one coming up in Whitefield. So we have a lot of science centers, and you can go check it out, and you can see a lot of cool science stuff. Okay, guys. Thank you all. I had a lot of fun. We'll thank Rohan and Tarun as well. Thank you, Rohan. Thank you, Tarun. And thank all of you for being a great audience. Bye-bye.
Hello. Gratitude turns auspicious moments into blessings. Namaste, everyone. It's my privilege to render vote of thanks on this auspicious day. First of all, my sincere thanks and pranams to our Pujya Swamiji, His Holiness Shri Shri Vibhudesha Tirtha Swamiji. My heartfelt thanks to the day's guest, Inavamsi Enanganti, and his team from Param Foundation, who made this day a lively one through the inspiring stories which showed science is not complicated but simple. And just now, we witnessed fantastic demonstrations to show that science is fun too. The science behind magic. Children, they are just the chemical reactions. Sir, thanks a lot to make the children understand that these attractive cool drinks are not at all healthy. So you may stop taking that from now onwards. Right, children? Will you agree? Yes, thank you, sir. And you really made our children more curious about the liquid nitrogen. Yes, children? My humble thanks to all the heads of the institution for their unwavering support and guidance. I would like to thank all my colleagues and the supporting staff for their support and timely help. Finally, I would like to thank all my dear students for their active participation. Let us be thankful for the wonders of science, for the curiosity that drives discovery, the minds that question, and the knowledge that empowers for a better tomorrow. Thank you, one and all.
I request all the teachers to please take the words to the respective classrooms.
Thank you.